The message from the angels to you is brought to you today by the angel Gabriel, and he says to you, "Is everything going wrong? Break the knots and spiritual blockages." My beloved, are you going through a complicated time? Does it seem that everything is going wrong? Today, I bring you this message because maybe you are feeling stuck. Maybe you feel trapped in a negative cycle, one in which you do not end up achieving your goals. When everything seems to go wrong, when obstacles keep coming your way, it is time to break the knots and spiritual blockages. Some of these knots and blockages have been caused by your own thoughts. But many of these knots are often caused by the thoughts of other people, by their intentions, by their envy, or by the energies they send you. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also, take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. Your soul has wisely guided you to this message so that you can break those knots and blockages of the hand, of the white ray of light, of the ray of purification and harmony. Spiritual blockages and knots can manifest in different areas of your life. And when there are very large knots, it is normal that these knots occur in several things at the same time. That is, when there is a very large knot or blockage, complications can occur on a physical, mental, spiritual level, and in different areas of your life at the same time. Because, ultimately, those knots are obstacles to harmony, to the natural flow of your energies. These knots prevent you from connecting fully with your being. They prevent you from using your energy, your gifts, and your own power correctly. Imagine that your energies are like a river that flows, a river that does not stop, that is in motion and is traveling a long way. The destination of that river is to reach the sea. For the knots and spiritual blockages are like obstacles to that river. They are like tree branches that fall into the river and prevent the water from continuing to flow with the same speed. There will even be parts of the river where the water is stagnant. That is to say, these knots are obstacles at the spiritual level that prevent your energies from following their natural course, that do not flow at the rhythm they should flow. Therefore, at certain times they stagnate, they slow down. Breaking those knots is like removing all those obstacles from a river. It is to remove everything that prevents the river from flowing with its constant speed. Knots and blockages can arise for many reasons, but they all have something in common. All these knots make your progress slower, make things more difficult, heavier. Knots can arise from painful experiences in the past, from negative thoughts, or from other people's bad intentions. Whatever it is, today I come to illuminate your mind, your soul, your being, and your consciousness to break those knots. Because the consequences of these knots are much more serious than you can often imagine. These knots can even manifest physically in your body, with physical symptoms that are actually the manifestation of an imbalance and an energetic blockage. Now I want you to focus on your inner energy, on your being. I want you to look within yourself to identify in which areas of your life there may be knots and blockages that need to be broken. Because that is where I am going to direct myself to purify it, to break them, allowing the energies to flow normally again. Look inside yourself and search. Maybe you have blocks in relationships with some people. Maybe there are people with whom you should have a good relationship, a smooth relationship, and yet things are not flowing as they should. There may be some energetic blockages that are negatively affecting your relationship with that person. Keep looking inside yourself and reflect on whether you are having recurring financial problems lately. Perhaps despite your best efforts, things always seem to go awry and never quite work out in this area. Perhaps there is an energetic blockage that is disconnecting you from the energy of abundance. If so, I will act to break those knots. Maybe you also have some mental blocks in your thinking that are preventing you from seeing life in a positive way. Maybe you are in an overly pessimistic mood, with very negative thoughts. That lack of clarity may be the consequence of a very big knot and blockage. Acknowledge it and allow me to act to break that knot. The knots you need to break may be knots related to your health, stress, and low mood. Today, I will also act to help you to undo those knots, to allow you to flow with harmony at a health level in your mind, in your body, in your soul, and in your emotions. All these blockages may be generating a general feeling of stagnation, that you are not moving forward, that everything goes wrong no matter how hard you try. That is why I want to address today to the root of these knots, and break them directly. Break them to release all that energy that has been stagnant and needs to be released. Because all energies arise for something and for something. They all have a purpose. And when they are blocked, they cannot fulfill their purpose. I am by your side, I accompany you, and I bless you. I want you to know that I have listened to you, that I have felt your desperation, and that is why I come to you. To break all those knots that were causing you so much harm. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. When you have internal blocks, you effectively become stuck. It is as if you stand still while everything is still moving around you. The universe continues its course, always flowing. Energies are in constant motion. To be in tune with the universe, you also need to flow. Getting stuck is not letting things follow their natural course, but rather going against that flow, like swimming against the current. So when you experience obstacles and blockages in any aspect of your life, you feel depleted in all aspects. You feel physically fatigued, mentally overwhelmed, emotionally charged, and spiritually stagnant. This happens because, as a result of these obstacles and blockages, you are overexerting yourself to stay afloat. You don't flow smoothly and things become more difficult. Today, I want you to understand that this process is part of your learning. It is part of the path you are on. However, if you find yourself stuck because of obstacles and blocks, you must not settle. You do not need to resign yourself to remain in that uncomfortable situation. It is time to take action to break through those obstacles. You are receiving this message because the time has come to free yourself from everything that keeps you stuck. Remember that in this journey you are not alone. The angels, archangels, beings of light, and the entire universe are on your side when you make the decision to act. You do not have to fear, you do not have to keep feeling that everything is going wrong, nor lose hope. Today, I send you light and blessings to break the knots that exist in any aspect of your life. I know that this human experience you are living now has not always been easy. Your spiritual connection grows over time and your understanding of your being also expands. You must understand that the purpose of life is not suffering, but elevation. In that elevation you will find peace, harmony, love, and all the pure manifestations of the universe. You are strong, you are valuable. Within you resides all divine wisdom, so you need not worry if you are going through a period of blockage. Today, I am here to help you find the way out and the way to break through everything that needs to be unblocked. Your thoughts can saturate and stress you so much that they lead you to experience blockages. Everything that happens on a mental level has repercussions on the physical, mental, and emotional. Therefore, to prevent these knots from coming back, it is important to identify what is causing them. There are things that cause knots and blockages that do not depend on you, but there are others that do. For example, negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. You can control them and work on them to prevent them from producing new knots in the blockage. And if those knots are the consequence of the actions or bad intentions of others, you must protect yourself. Do not be satisfied when someone sends you their negative energies. Use your power and the support of your angels to protect yourself. When your mind is blocked, it is difficult for you to achieve your goals and develop spiritually, as well as to connect with your inner self. It is important that you do not rush and that you treat yourself with love and compassion, respecting your own time. There are many souls who resist looking beyond what is in front of them and live constantly surrounded by blockages that limit them. They are content to live with them and do not even imagine that they have the ability to undo them. The truth is that you do have that power and that ability. To break those knots, you can ask for the assistance of all the angels of the white ray, allowing your inner voice to guide you. But you must always do so with full confidence in your power. When the knots and blockages are broken, that unblocking energy continues to flow in you for several days. Therefore, you will notice immediate changes as the knots are broken, but you will also continue to experience changes in the days that follow. You will see how things flow more harmoniously in your life with each passing day. By undoing the knots and blockages, everything starts to improve because your energies are balanced again. Everything comes back to its being, everything is back in balance. You will feel a calmer and more peaceful energy around you. You will experience an inner peace that nothing can disturb. Unblocking at all levels implies a deep release of all the fears that kept you stuck in places, relationships, and situations that did not benefit you. Fears of the future, worries, and limiting beliefs are dissipated. After unblocking yourself and breaking the knots, you may feel the need to make important changes in your life. You may make decisions that you didn't dare to consider before. It is time to visualize what areas you want to move into once these knots have been broken. You should set goals related to your health, finances, and general well-being. Feel the new energetic charge you are bringing into your life. You will be able to find the strength you need to get out of harmful situations, leave behind toxic people and those who harm you. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.